my office. Oh, doesn't look so awkward. Oh, no. All right. Hi. I'm coming to you live to do some readings today. And so I can't even see if anyone's here. Oh, okay. So far, no one's here. That's okay. I'll just start pulling some cards for people. I have some people that kind of sent me some questions to ask ahead of time. So that couldn't be here today. And we'll see who jumps on. If you do jump on, ask a question. Let's see. Okay. I'm calling cards for a friend of mine who wanted to be here, but she's on a really cool vacation right now. So she's doing really fun things. Oh, I had a jumper. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, I love this. It's going to be a really great trip. I mean, think we all like kind of already knew this. And for when you watch later, my friend, you know who you are. There's, I think your man piece is up for promotion or something, or there's some kind of maybe like a moving bonus. I feel like, 'cause I know you all want to move, and I know that that's coming up. I wonder if there's going to be some kind of bonus or some kind of extra money coming your way, because I got the King of Earth. Oh, I should have introduced my deck. So this deck, I'm using a few different decks here, but this is Bradley Valentine's Angel Wisdom Tarot, and it's one of my favorite decks. It's definitely one that opened me up. You know how some decks just kind of open you up, or you just really connect to some decks. So I feel like there's some kind of like money coming your way. And I just love it. I'm really excited for you both. I just love it. You're both, couldn't happen to better people. So. And then my kiddo asked me how he's going to do in his race. And I pulled cards for him last time I did this online reading, but he wasn't watching, and he's really anxious about it. They have this, he's in Cub Scouts, and they do a Pinewood Derby, and it's next Saturday. And last year he got 4th place, and he did really well. He did really well last year. I mean, there was a lot of competition, and I was really excited for him. My other poor little guy, took last place. But this year they have an award for that. It's called the Golden Turtle. I think that's really cute. So I don't know, but they're excited for this race, but the other one's very anxious about it. So let's see what I get. I pulled some cards for him yesterday, and he was not a fan of my answers. But, oh, I had a bunch fall out. Oh, and this deck. So I have 2 main decks that I kind of go back and forth from, and these are just 2. I have like 84 or 85 decks. I think I'm up to now. I need to recount, because I just got an awesome deck from Nate the Third Wish. I won his Wales deck on a game for New Year's Eve, so I was really excited. So that's like my last deck I've gotten. I'm so excited. And my husband got me 2 for Christmas, even though he's like, "Ugh, I really didn't want to get you these, but they were on your wish list because you already have 80, right?" So this is the Light Seers Tarot, and I really like this deck too. This is a really great tarot deck, and I also use Oracle too. I might whip up some Oracles, if people jump on and they have questions. But let's just look and see how Henry's going to do this weekend. Look and see how he's going to do. So, wonder if I picked a bad day to go live, since it's a holiday here. It's a national holiday here, so I think a lot of people are off work. I thought it'd be good, because I was like, oh, people are off work. They can just chill. But no, they're probably out doing things. They're usually probably watching when they are at work. So let's just see. How are you going to do? How are you going to do? I still like it. I still think you're going to do really well. So hopefully he'll watch this later. He has an iPad, and they like to go on my channel. Okay, so yesterday I pulled these for him. I just want to show you the ones I pulled for him. And I told him I thought he was going to do really well, but I can't guarantee he's going to win like a prize. I think he actually might now, though. But I mean, I'm not going to tell. Like with this kid, you can't be like, yo, you're going to win first place, because if he doesn't win first place, it's going to be It's going to be rough. We're going to have some big feelings, but I still think he's going to do really well. So yesterday, this is what I got. I got the 10 of earth, and this is all about being proud. I mean, usually it's about like inheritance and money and being proud, but I think it's about him continuing to do well like he did last year. Because last year, like I said, he got fourth place. He was in a smaller group. This year, it's going to be with a much bigger group, but there's different. They're going to do it with like in his third grade group, and then within the whole like group of like 60 kids. And then there's also like the Golden Turtle Award and like best in show, like best car. There's the kid that has like the best attitude and it's like the best team sportsman, like this team, sportsman award. But I got this and I got the 10 of earth. And I was like, you're going to be really proud of yourself. You're going to be very proud. It's going to be a very fun day. And you're just going to have a bunch of pride, which is, to me, that means he's going to do well, right? But because I couldn't give him like what place he was going to get, I actually think it might be third though, but maybe I hope he doesn't watch this later because I feel like he might get like a medal. I feel like he might medal, but I don't think it's first. I think it's like third. Last year they went up to fourth. They don't do that this year. But then I also just pulled for him the 9 of cups. And who doesn't like to see the 9 of cups? If you are a tarot, someone's here. If you're a tarot person, right? And your tarot, the 9 of cups is it is, as Radley Valentine, one of my favorite readers in the industry, will say, it's wishes do come true. What you wish may come to you. That's what the 9 of cups means. So together with pulling this for him today and with this yesterday, I think he's going to do very well. I had another card I pulled for him too, and I can't remember which one it was, but that's okay. So hi, whoever's here. I don't know if I can see. I can only see you when you chat. If you have a question, put it in the chat and I will pull some cards for you and answer your question. So that was just for my little guy, Henry. I'm going to tell him later that I pulled this one for him. But I still am feeling like, I don't know why I keep getting 3. I keep getting 3 for him. Maybe because that's what he wants. He's like, I hope I get at least third place. So maybe that's stuck in my brain, but we'll see. I'll have to let you all know. I'll update you after next week. But I'm getting the wishes do come true. And I pulled this from my other little guy last week too. So when I did, or on Friday when I did reading. So actually, let's look at him again. Okay, let's look at Nikki really quick and just see how Nikki's gonna do. I want him to do well. He didn't do well last year. It'd be nice to see him do well. But let's see. What's so funny? Hi, Sarah. Welcome back. You were here. I think you were here on Friday. Welcome back. Let's see. Right? I know I read for somebody. I think Sarah last week. I think it's you. Okay. Let's see how my other little guy's gonna do. Hope he does well. He got the 6 of cups. I need more information on that because the 6 of cups. Oh, different Sarah. Well, hi, Sarah. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. Do you have, if you have any questions, type it in the chat and I will pull and I will. Okay. So for Nikki, my other little, right now I'm doing, pulling cards for my kids and how they're going to do in their race next week. I got the 6 of cups. And while the 6 of cups is a really nice card, it's about nostalgia. It's not really about how you're going to do in something. It's about nostalgia. It's almost like about longing for how things once were. And sometimes the 6 of cups is about you're being reunited with somebody too, but that's not in the case of him. So let's pull. I want to get a little bit more information on it. Oh, I think I know. I think Nikki's going to have fun. He's going to look back on this memory. It's going to be a core memory and he's going to have fun no matter how he does. That's the kind of kid he is, though. He's just a really happy-go-lucky. He's a real positive attitude kind of guy. The Queen of Cups. That's emotions. That's self-sacrifice. That's psychic ability. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? I think he's going to be very supportive to his other people there. Maybe he'll get the Sportsman Award. That'd be awesome. He's going to be very, very supportive to his friends because the Queen of Cups, she's so sometimes she's supporting to the self-sacrificing, and my little guy has a habit of doing that sometimes. But the Queen of Cups, she's very intuitive. She's very psychic. She's a beautiful, beautiful soul. She is in touch with her emotions. She knows how to balance her emotions. But sometimes she I just heard something, but I want to see if it's right. This is another thing about the past. I wonder if this is trying to tell me, okay, so for my little guy that's doing, he's 7, who's doing the race on Saturday, I keep getting cards about the past, right? So first I got the 6 of Cups. It's all about reviewing the past, like looking at the past. Sometimes it's about longing for the past or longing for that nostalgia. And now I got renewal. Renewal is also the same as the Judgment card. It's just different in this deck. And to me, that's looking about like the past. It's like reviewing your past with compassion. It's about forgiveness. I wonder if he is kind of, because last year he didn't do well and he was really upset about it. I wonder if there's some anxiety for him going into this. And yeah, I wonder if there's like anxiety for him about going into it. But I keep getting the number 2. I keep getting the number 2 for him. So maybe he'll get second place within his group. That'd be awesome. The kid needs a win. He's also in 2nd grade too, but let's see what else I got. 8 of Wands. I think he's going to do well as well. I mean, he's going to do well as well. He's going to do well too. I think he's going to do well and have a really nice time. Now I'm getting 3. Maybe he'll get a 2nd or 3rd place. I'm getting the number 3 now. So I will have to update everybody. I'm glad I'm recording this. So, because like the page is the 3rd, you know, it's like you have like the page, the queen, the king. To me, like the queen is number 2, the page is number 3, the king is number 1. If you're going back, like counting back that way in that order. But also too, it's hard to see on this deck, but there's 3 prominent dots right here. I go with like what jumps out at me, and it's really hard to see, but there's 1, 2, 3 dots like kind of near her foot, and that's making me think it might be 3. And then but also here, this is 20. This reduces. So if you're familiar with, I studied angel numerology, and it has a lot of similarities to like to numerology in terms of like the numbers 1 through 10, but angel numerology goes 1 through 9 or 0 through 9, and you reduce everything. So this is 20 in Roman numerals, but it reduces to 2. So that's why I was thinking maybe 2. And then also there's the 2 flags that are jumping out. That's just kind of a little way that how I kind of pick up numbers and stuff. So Sarah, do you have any questions you want to ask, or we want me to just pull some cards for you in like January or 2026 or anything? Nothing specific. Okay, let's do that. Let's just do let's look at this. I also have my past life deck too. If you have any, like, I'm teaching past lives next week, and I felt called to grab that deck. And I look at past life, like things that are impacting. I don't know if you're a past life person, but I like to look for people, like what are things from the past life that could be impacting you today, because I know I have a lot of things that are past life issues that are resurfacing, and I'm trying to figure out how to break the chains in this lifetime. Now I'm hearing the song "The Chain" by Fleetwood Mac. Let's see. Oh, I had a jumper. Yay. Oh, I got that for you too. Okay. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to pull another one. Whenever I have a jumper, I always still like to pull. Ooh. Oh, wow. Do you think I love past life stuff? Did you see, or when you did your regression, did the person that did the regression say if they thought that if that the massacre one or the survivor, another is a whale. If you did as the surviving and as the massacre, are the any of either of those impacting you today or having like you can look at that too. You know that you can use cards to do that too. You can use tarot or oracle to do like past life spreads. So let's look and just I'm gonna pull like a couple too general for you, and then since you're the only one here, I'll do some past life ones too. Oh, wow. Did you know that, sometimes too, with past lives, that we can come back as our ancestors? So, it's possible that you were either you could have been, like, the 6th great grandmother, or you could have been in that soul it's you it's called a soul family, but, oh, yeah, you may have been her father-in-law. Yeah, you could be, like, part of the family, and you all come back. Especially do you have any so that was in is it Taos? Am I pronouncing that right? Um, do you have, like, a strong connection to Ta is it Taos or yeah. Do you have, like, a strong connection to it? Because I know, a lot of times if we reincarnated, we'll have, like, a strong yeah, nice. You have, like, a strong connection. So I was doing a reading for this woman, and she was telling me how she's terrified of crowds, right? She's like, "I'm terrified of crowds." And I was like, "Okay." And all of a sudden, I sat down, and this is my past life deck. I use this deck by, it just helps me tap in. My decks are like they're like my portal, but I still get other information. Oh, you wanna visit. That's awesome. Yeah, if you're drawn there, then there's you probably were there in a past life. And we do sometimes kind of come back. Yeah, crowds. So this lady was terrified of crowds, and this is my I use this it's called the Past Life Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. She's a really cool reader. She's a Hay House author, and she does a lot of past life work, has a lot of past life Akashic records work. Oh, nice. You have this deck. So I use this deck. Here, I want to I did pull a card for you, and I'm going to do this quick. Let's do this really quick. 'Cause now I'm really ADD, and my ADD medicine has not kicked in yet. So how I use this deck, let's look at that. Let's look at your crowd, your fear of crowds. Your fear of crowds. Where does that stem from? What do you need to know about that? Let's look at it. That's how I use this deck. So in a past life, and I believe in this life where you're terrified of crowds, you were a caretaker. Oh, yeah. So throat chakra work. If you feel like you've taken a vow of silence, throat chakra work is so important for you. Really keeping that throat chakra in balance, whether and having like, and I learned a cool trick. I'm taking a I'm taking a crystal certification course. So by the time I'm done, I'm going to be a crystal energy healer, which is super cool. And I did not know this until I started taking the course, is that so we have stones are the best. They're my friends. So your throat chakra, like if your throat chakra is like not balanced and there's too little, then you want to have the blue crystals. Like this is iolite. This would be a great one for throat chakra. It's also great for your third eye, which is cool about the iolite. Iolite's a very psychic stone, but it can also help with your throat chakra. But now if your throat chakra is like overbalanced, and then you're like, let's say you're like me and you're like blah 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 blah. Nice. Iolite. I love this. I got this off Temu, girl. I am not gonna lie. I've gotten a lot of really nice stones off Temu. I also work at a witch shop in town, and she has awesome stones there. And I went with her to the stones. We went to and like mineral fair, and we got all kinds of cool stuff. And I'm going with her again. She takes me as her buyer, so I get to go and wholesale. It's pretty awesome. I love you're holding it up. I'm imagining you with it. Iolite's really cool. I have a lot of iolite chips too. Iolite's good with helping you with money, with like debt issues, and it's great. Like I put it in like mojo bags for like abundance. It's good because it helps like you pay off things, and it's great for intuitive readings. It's great for your third eye, great for your throat chakra. It's a really cool stone. I love iolite. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah. So if you feel like you've taken a vow of silence in a past life and you think it's still impacting you today, you want to work with those blues, but you also want to work with the opposite of the blue, which is that what is the opposite? I have to think of the color wheel. It's orange. It's orange. So did you know that? I just learned this. So let's say you have too little, like you don't feel like you have a voice. then you want the blue. But if you feel like yes, citrine would be a good one. I would go maybe even carnelian or orange calcite's great because calcite, blue calcite's great for communication, and orange calcite's great for joy. I love how orange calcite looks like candy, like a nice piece of orange calcite. You kind of like want to take a bite out of it. I have one right here. It literally looks like one of those orange things you can just like and just like eat it. Sorry, that was kind of awkward. But I love orange calcite. Yeah, it looks like mac and cheese. I love it, mac and cheese in stone form. So orange calcite would be great too, because not only is that going to help open your throat chakra, but it's going to help you um, with joyful speaking and also speaking to yourself in a joyful way, because orange calcite has that joy. I could talk about stones all day, and I'm learning more and more as I'm going into this course. I thought I knew a lot about stones, and then I started taking this course, and I'm like, whoa. So if you feel like your throat chakra is out of balance, have those too, and you can even rotate them. Like you could take your orange calcite, like, oh, stone nerds, I love it. So we should have like a club, stone nerds. There should be like a Facebook group, or like yeah, like a Facebook group. So you could take like a small orange calcite, and you could just lay down and like do a meditation and have like a little piece of orange calcite like right here. And then you could put like your iolite like on your it'd be your sacral, like down here, sorry, like your sacral chakra, like right by your belly button. And you can have those, and that will balance the flow between both of those chakras. Isn't that neat? That's what I'm learning in my class right now. So, back to you. You were a caretaker, and I feel like you were a caretaker in a war, like somewhere that was, I'm feeling like World War. Do you ever feel like you were in World War II and didn't make it home? It's one of the wars. It's World War I or World War II. I'm thinking more two, and I'll show you why. So this is number two, and it's also the 11. It's 11, which reduces to two, but it also kind of looks like the Roman numeral two. And I believe that the reason why you don't like crowds is I think that you were taking care of people, and I think you had to kind of go out and get them. Does that make sense? Like, so my grandpa was a World War II medic, and he had to go get people like off the battlefield and like bring them to the hospital, and like, and I think you might have been out and it was crowded, and you were like, I just feel like there's like things going off, and then like there's things flying, and it was just being out in that open space around people that you don't know who you can and cannot trust, or you don't know like what's coming for you. I think that's I really feel like I feel like you have like a World War two of your, oh, yeah. And that might be why you might have avoided it in this lifetime, because you might have had enough of it. There's, another thing I learned about past lives is that sometimes like nice. So you're still doing okay, so you're a scientist, you're chemist. Do you create things that help people? Like, does like in your form of, are you like testing things or coming up with like, I'm so bad with like the science stuff, like coming up with like medicines or like testing products or stuff that will better lives? Because maybe you're doing it in a different way where you're still helping people in this lifetime, but it's not dealing with like the blood and nastiness. It's dealing with like it on a different level. So that could be another way. But I know like, so a lot of times we reincarnate in like the same kind of work and like the employment. I'm getting my words mixed up today. I need to ask Archangel Gabriel to help me with my words today. So see, that's awesome. So you're doing things that are helping people, you're helping the earth, and you're just doing it. It's just in a different way. You're just not having to deal with the body parts. I love that. Yeah. So you're helping make cleaner options, which is good for the earth. It's helping people live and breathe. So I love that. Um, that's very cool. So it's cool also that you're a scientist and you're into the woo-woo. I love that. I feel like more and more people are waking up to that and realizing that like woo-woo and science can actually go hand in hand. Like, so my mom is is a retired nurse, and I got her into all the woo-woo. Everything is energy. It totally is. And I got my mom into woo-woo stuff, and now she's doing like animal Reiki. And she like loves this kind of stuff. And she's also has that medical background, which comes in very handy. So she's just like, she can like look at somebody and be like, "Oh, yeah, there's something going on with the X, Y, and Z." And she's like, "No, it's because I was a nurse." I'm like, "No, it's because, yes, you have a medical background, but you're also a medical intuitive, babe. Like, they go together. It's not one or the other, you know?" So I feel like you were in some kind of war and you were, like, stuck in, like, these big crowds, but you were also helping others. Like, you were kind of the one that had to, like, help heal others and, like, I feel like there was a lot of fighting, a lot of turmoil, a lot of fighting going around, and it made it just feel unsafe. Like, I feel like you prefer to be home in smaller settings where it feels safe. I think to you, big crowds don't feel safe. So, you could, like, let me know if I'm on or not. But, I feel like you were taking care of people, and I really feel like it was World War II, and I feel like it was somewhere in Europe. I Do you ever feel, oh, thank you. Do you ever feel a connection, and it could be good or bad, to Germany at all? Or, like, Belgium? Ooh, Belgium. 'Cause I feel like you weren't, like, in France or England. I feel like it was more towards, like, but I feel like it was, like, Belgium or, like, Netherlands or something like that. I'm feeling like that. And sometimes when we have, like, a past life connection that's not a happy life, we have, like, no desire to visit that country. We're like, "Yeah, I'm all set. I really don't wanna go there. Yeah. No, it's good. I'm sure they're really cool. I just have no." And it's not that you're being, like, ignorant or rude or anything. It's because that's triggering because in your soul, like, you have that past life memory that just hasn't surfaced, and it's like, you're like, "Yeah, I'm all set." Um, okay, got you. I feel like it's, like, Belgium-ish area. There was a lot of big battles in Belgium in World War II. There was a Battle of the Bulge. It was really cold. A lot of the soldiers were stuck in, like, these, like, trenches, and they were freezing. I watched, Band of Brothers, so that's how I know a lot about it, and it was actually told by the soldiers that were there. They made a mini series on HBO about it, and, I feel like you were kinda stuck there, and it was really cold, and, but I feel like you were helping others. I feel like you were a woman in that life. And you were, like, in either a hospital but you had to go get the people or you had to be out and it felt scary. So, that's what I'm getting for that life of the fear of crowds. So, this lady that I read for, she said she was, like, afraid of crowds, and I sat down and all of a sudden, I just sat down and, like, I just touched the deck, and all of a sudden I saw her as a little girl during the French Revolution, and she was just almost like if you saw Game of Thrones, how Arya Stark is kinda stuck and she has to watch her dad get, like, beheaded. Sorry, I'm getting a little dark here. But, like, I feel this woman was a little girl, and she watched all these people get executed, and she just watched, like, all these people around her, and they were all, like, yelling and screaming, and that's why and she's like and I told her that, and I was like, "Do you have, like, any connection to France?" And she's like, "Only that I've never wanted to go there. I have no desire. I just." And I'm like, "Yeah, because you had a not so great life there. You were okay, and you obviously weren't one of the ones that got executed, but you saw that, and it was very scary for and it I think that that core wound kinda stood there. So, Sarah, I wanna ask, I pulled this one, it was a jumper before I even started talking past lives, and it was one that I pulled from my kiddo earlier. And, are you having anything right now where you're kind of, like, reminiscing of the past? Like, maybe a new friend or a friend from the past has come back into your life, or you're wanting to reconnect with someone from your past, and it doesn't have to be romantic. Sometimes I had this really good friend in high school, and we were buds, and we drifted apart in college. She was older than me, and I literally stalked the internet to find this girl for, like, 2 years, and I finally found her on Facebook. And I was so excited just to reconnect, and it wasn't me being like, "I wanna reconnect with love." No, it was me just trying to find this friend, and I, like, couldn't remember how to spell her last name, and I actually, like, had to contact somebody 'cause all my yearbooks got damaged in a flood when I lived in Boston, so I had to contact someone I was like, "Do you remember so and so? How the hell do you spell her last name? Because I do not have my yearbooks." And she looked her up for me, and she's like, "Here you go." And then once I had that last name, I started cooking with gas, and I eventually found her and we reconnected. It was nice. But I feel like you're trying to reconnect with something, and it can also be a feeling from the past too. It could just be like, when I first started my job, I really loved it. It was so fun, and now I'm, like, burned out. I wish I had that feeling again. So oh, you're missing your boys. Oh, Aw. I have, a 7 and 9-year-old, and there's some days where I'm like, why can't you guys just, like, make your own dinner?" And everyone's like, "Don't wish that, don't wish that." Aw. Do you have anything else you wanna ask, or I can just keep pulling too? What else we got going on? I booked an hour for this, so take advantage of it. Take advantage. If you have any questions or you want me to look at do you want me to look at your year and we can do like winter, spring, summer, fall and just look at I can pull 2 cards for each one? Or do you want me to do more past life stuff? What do you want me to do? I'm just gonna shuffle those. Sure. Let's look at this here. Awesome. I'm gonna pull one of each. I'm gonna do one of my angel tarot cards, my angel wisdom, and I'm gonna do one of the. So we'll do 2 for each month. So let's look at winter. I know winter is. Still got about 7 weeks left of winter. So let's look at winter. The rest of January, February, and a little bit of March. Let's see what we got going on here. I feel like you're bored right now. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Let's see what else. Give me another. Give me something else. Oh, good. I'm glad it's falling into place. I had a really shitty, sorry, excuse me. Oh, wait, I probably can't say that on YouTube. Sorry. I had a really not so great start to the year. I had a business partner and she dropped me for a friend, which I was like, oh, that hurt really bad. But I'm feeling better now. I had some good things happen and I'm yeah, it was ouch. It did, and I didn't see it coming. That's the thing. I didn't see it coming. And I'm a reader. Like I should have saw that coming, right? And the funny thing is, Sarah, I did a road opening spell right before. I did a road opening spell. And I was just trying to open the road for like my YouTube channel for me to get, followers so I could start doing these on YouTube. And like 4 hours later that happened. And I've talked to a couple people that are, into the woo, including my boss at the witch shop. And she's like, yeah, that was your blockage. It needed to go. I'm like, I get it. Still hurt. It still hurts though. So, but then I've had a couple of really great things happen. So do you follow Nath on here, Third Wish? He wants to have me on his show and he wants to come on this show on mine. So I was like, like fangirling a little bit. I was like, whoa, like he's a big deal. So it made me feel really good. He told me that yesterday and I was like, I showed my husband, I was like, so I was super excited. So we're gonna plan that. I was really excited about that. The YouTube community of readers is really nice. Everybody that I've met or I've got on there, I've just watched them. They all promote each other. They all guest star with each other. It's not like only watch my show. They're all like, hey, you should check out so and so, and you should check out, and I'm gonna be on so and so's channel, and you should follow her. And they're all like really it's like they don't care. They're like, we don't care. Like we all want everybody to succeed. It's a very nice environment. It's different. Yeah, it's different. I do the fair circuit here. So I live in Kansas and I do there's some fairs that are great. There's a few that I love, but there's some where it is cutthroat, where people will sabotage you. They'll like charge like a lot less than you if you're sitting next to them. So people will be like, oh, I'm gonna go to her. They it's pretty bad. Like I'm like, whatever happened to helping others? So there's some of them that I've been in, and there's some that are great, and I've met some great people. So I don't want to speak ill of all the fairs, but there's been a couple that, and there's like people that will like do like baneful magic and do like magic against like other people to like sabotage them. I'm like, why? We're all here to read. We're all here to help. And I try to have the philosophy that I ask my spirit team to send me. I know, exactly. Just be nice. And I'll refer people so I'll have people come up and I'm like, you know what? Like, I love to do past life stuff, but I only see bits and pieces of it. I don't see the full life. If you want to see a full life, my friend Lauren over there can look at your whole past life. I'm not at that point yet. So I refer people, or I'm like, oh, you're really looking for more of like, of this, and I specialize in this. This is where I shine. So maybe check out so and so. Like I always try to refer people because I want the people that I ask my spirit team to send me the people that can benefit from my services. Okay, I want them to be able to benefit from me. I want it to be a good fit. I don't want people sitting in front of me that aren't getting what they need. What's the point? Like, what's the point? Um, so and if I think another reader, okay. I'm gonna do your reading for you. Have fun getting your son. So watch the recording will be on my channel, and I'm gonna do your seasonal reading. So I'm gonna do it all for you. So just you get your own very special recording. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Sorry, I'm a big chit chatter. So okay, let's do that. All right, so that's the winter. Let's look at spring for you. Have fun getting your kiddo. Let's look at spring. Spring for Sarah. Spring 2026. Sorry, sometimes I sing when I focus. So, spring for Sarah. Let's see. Spring for Sarah. Let's see what else we got going on. Spring for Sarah. So I'm doing 2 cards. I like to do 2 because sometimes sometimes it's nice to get like a little extra info, you know what I mean? Especially since a season is like what, 3 months? I should probably technically do 3, but let's do 2. I can always pull clarifiers if I need to. Let's do. Okay, now we're doing summer. I feel like the Gilmore Girls. Every time I pull season cards with people, I'm like winter, spring, summer, or whatever. Is that the Golden Girls? No, not the Golden Girls. That's James Taylor. But don't they do that in Isn't the theme song for the Gilmore Girls too? Don't they have like a winter, spring, summer, or fall? That is James Taylor though. All you have to do is come. All right, now we're doing summer. Summer for Sarah. I think summer's gonna be fun. I think you're gonna get some good info. Summer for Sarah. Let's see what she got going on there. Oh, I got 2 for I actually pulled 2 cards of that. Okay. All right, now we got fall, right? Yeah. Oh, jumper. Ooh, fall's gonna be good. Okay, good. Okay, let's do fall. Oh, I love it. I love the fall for you, Sarah. I gotta tell you right now. Fall's my favorite for you. I had a jumper, so you're gonna get 3 cards for those ones. Okay. So for winter, I feel like right now you're kind of bored. It could be with job, it could be there's just some kind of discontentment going on where it's not a bad thing. Sometimes people are just bored. It could also be you're cooped up. I don't know where you live, but maybe you're cold and you're just cooped up and you can't really do a lot right now because it's cold outside. Like I don't know, I'm in Kansas and it's like 10 degrees right now. It's pretty chilly. So right now you're kind of bored, but so if you look at this card, right, you see I don't know if you're into angels at all, but I am a big angel person, but I always like to preface that angels are not religious. Religion stole angels and were like, you're ours. They claim them. Angels have been around forever. They love everybody. And I quoted the Backstreet Boys last time I talked about that. They don't care who you are or where you came from. They love you anyway. Well, as long as you love me, but they love you. They don't care. They are awesome. And I'm actually also a witch and I'm a witch and I also work with angels too. So just to goes to show that you can blend the worlds. So there's some kind of just discontentment, like you're looking for something. So this is Archangel Shamuel. And Archangel Shamuel is the archangel of people who are looking for things. They're either missing something. Sometimes he can be the archangel of like your partner, like your twin flame. That it could just be you're missing keys. I mean, sometimes if I can't find my keys, you can ask him and he'll help you. He'll be like, fine, I'll help you. No task too small, right? But it's like you're discontent about something, but you're not seeing that there's some good there. There's some, even though you're kind of bored or the situation isn't like as cool as you thought it was going to be, there's still a lot to appreciate about it. So really trying to focus and just find like the little pieces of gratitude that you can, because that's going to change the perspective and just change your feelings about things. My friend quoted to me about, I'm going to butcher the quote, but it's a Wayne Dyer quote. And it's like, once you change the way you look at things, the way you look at things change. I'm totally butchering that, but it's like it's really true, and I'm someone that needs to practice it too, because I can get really like, "Wah, wah," and really negative. I seem like really happy and positive here. It's because I'm in my element. So anyway, to make a really long story short, I feel like you're looking for something, like and is there something upcoming in April for you? I feel like you're looking forward to something in April, and maybe you're like, "Oh, I hope this winter goes by quick because I really want April to get here." Um, because I'm getting like a strong hit of the number 4, okay? And then also, I get this card a lot for me, and it doesn't always mean, I mean, a lot, it can be backstabbing, but sometimes it also means like you're doing it to yourself. So I got the 7 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords is like a loss of personal peace because I got this when I asked how a fair was going to go, and it turned out that there was another reader there that did some like dark magic on me and like sabotaged me and like was trying to hurt my energy. But it could also be as much as you doing it to yourself, like not thinking you are good enough for something, or like downplaying your abilities, or negative self-talk. If you look at that bird right there, it's like, "Meow," even though I love crows. Crows are cool, but this crow looks kind of grumpy. Its feathers are ruffled. Okay. I feel like someone might ruffle your feathers a little bit. And something with the moon. Do you do a lot of moon work? Well, you're not here anymore, but, like, something with the moon. Maybe do some moon work, some, like, new moon work too, to bring in what you're hoping for. I know you said things are falling into place. To keep that momentum there, then we just had a new moon. Actually, you probably technically still could do some stuff tonight. I did, like, a nice little new moon spell that I got from Village Witch, if you're in the Lawrence area, anybody. So I got, she made these little new moon kits, and it just had like a black candle, and then it had like a little, and then you carved into like what you want to manifest during like this new moon, and then you put oil, you rub it in oil, and you rub the oil towards you. So if I have this candle, I'm going to take the oil and I'm going to go towards me. And I went like this like 3 times, and then this like 3 times with the oil. And for the oil, you can use like any kind of oil you have. If you have essential oils, just make sure you use a carrier, because they can be really potent on your skin, or you can even use olive oil or jojoba oil. And you can if you're trying to, like, let's say you're trying to bring in money, right? You want to manifest money or manifest like prosperity. I would take that candle, put the oil on it, and I would rub it in basil, like basil from your cabinet, basil, and rub it in basil and get it all basil-y, because that's about manifesting. That's about prosperity and abundance. And then light that, and then just make sure you kind of stay by it, because it's going to light quick. It's going to burn quick. It's going to burn fast. It's going to burn hot. So I would do that. You can also do if you're able to, like, get one of these. So, like, I love these 7-day candles, and you could get, like, a black one to represent the new moon, because new moon, it's dark, I would do black for the new moon, I would do white for the full moon. That's just me, though. So, and you can, write, like, your wishes and dreams, and I do sigils on here. So, you can do that, and you can burn those, and you can burn that every new moon then. You could put, like, all your wishes for the year of the new moon and burn that every new moon. Um so anyway, I feel like someone ruffled your feathers. So, okay. So that was winter. And I feel like there's something in April you're really looking forward to. So now I have spring. Okay. In spring, spring I have like it's twofold. For one, I think it's another one that's very similar to this card, where it's like focusing on the things that, like, focusing, like in this card, she's focusing on the negative, right? And I don't want to say you're like a negative person. I'm just telling you like what the card means. So, sorry, I feel like I keep getting it caught in the light. So she's focusing on that, like the thing that fell in the hole, right? But if you look behind her and look at that beautiful bowl behind her full of shimmering light. So really trying hard this spring to focus on the positive, to be grateful for the little things, because it's going to change the mindset. So instead of focusing on the empty bowls or the one that's in the middle, focusing on that one behind you. And it kind of goes hand in hand. These are kind of similar cards. They're two different Like this is cups and this is, oh wait, no, they're both cups. This is water, but it's the same as cups in this deck. They go by elements instead of the cups. And there's going to be some healing coming your way. Some healing coming your way this spring. I'm getting like the Archangel Raphael is the Archangel of Healing. The Lover's card, it could be like new relationships, but for you, I'm getting like a healing vibe where, and it can even just doesn't have to mean like you're sick. It could just mean like you're getting some emotional healing. It could be healing those past lives. There's just a lot of nice healing going on there. And something big is coming for you right before summer hits in the Gemini time frame. You have to come back and keep me posted or send me an email. My email is in my bio and stuff. So it's just healing, 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 and just lots of like nice healing going on for you. And something in that Gemini time frame, which is the Gemini time frame starts in like it starts like May, I want to say like May 21st or May 22nd, but it goes till June like 20th. And for me, I feel like it's that June portion of Gemini right before like right before the solstice. There's something really nice coming your way. There's some kind of, I like it. Some kind of, I feel like there is like a partnership coming for you. I don't know if you're single or not. It could be a new friend, but there's some kind of like partnership or it could be a collaboration that's going to be really nice, or it could be romance. So, okay. So that's winter and spring. Now I have summer for you. Summer, yes. Okay. I think if you're not in a relationship, I do feel like there's someone coming, like a romantic partner. And if you are in a relationship, this could be a new friend, but it's gonna be really exciting. Like you know how when you first like make a new friend or you're in a new relationship and things are really exciting and they're really fun. Um, I like it. I like that for you. Just remember, sometimes when that happens, we can get a little unbalanced. Just remember to kind of stay balanced and try your best to stay balanced. But there's some like fun stuff for you coming up this summer where I think you're going to be, going out and kind of being like just having a really nice time. Um, you're also going to be getting some really good intuitive hits this summer. So really listen to your instinct, really try to find times like if you find that you're really getting a little unbalanced from like this newfound partnership, friendship, or it could even be like a new job. There's something new coming that you're going to really love, but I feel like it might be so exciting you might kind of get unbalanced. So really try to stay balanced and grounded when you can, because your intuition is going to be very strong and be trying to send you messages. It's all trying to come into your brain, right? Coming in from your higher self into your brain. And that crow there is all about like the communication. So your higher self's going to be trying to communicate with you. Okay. So, and then there's a lot of communication there. Um, hmm. This one's kind of throwing me off a little bit. At some point in the summer, you might get a little frustrated or you might get a little like almost like stoic. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if this I don't think it's like the relationship. It could be like, okay, you know how when you first have like a new relationship and it's like super fun and then it kind of gets in the routine and it's like, oh, I'm kind of bored now. Something's going to happen where you might get like a little bored again or just a little bit like, oh, okay. But it's more just trying to find that routine, right? And just really communicating clearly with this person, or if it's like a job, like with your bosses. I wish you were still here so I could ask. But really just really focusing on that communication. Like look at his medallion here. His medallion. There's a big blue, it's hard to see, but there's a big blue gem in it. So throat chakra, really keeping that throat chakra nice and open and balanced so you can be communicated, because the fall is going to be great too. So and this was a jumper, so this was my jumper. There is a big opportunity coming your way, and this jumped out at me, coming your way for the fall, a big opportunity. And um I feel like it's career related. I feel like it's career related. Um, does any of, well, you're still not here, sorry, I keep asking you questions like you're here. I know you're working on stuff for the environment, but have you ever worked on anything that might help people with special needs? Because, Archangel Metatron is the archangel that looks after, like, kids like my kid. I have a child who's on the autism spectrum, and you better believe that I'm always like, "Okay, Metatron, let's help this dude," you know, and not that he needs, like, a ton of help, but just, like, sometimes he just needs help with, like, regulation. But I feel like there's something with, like, work coming up or where you might be able to work on something that might help. Gosh, I feel like it's helping the environment for people with special needs or sensory needs. I know this is kind of going way off the but it's a really great opportunity. It's whatever is coming is something you're very passionate about. It's coming in the sign of Leo. It's coming during no, not Leo. I take that back. It's the fire sign. So this is gonna be Sagittarius. I feel like it's coming during the fire sign. So it's gonna be coming towards the end of like the fall, right before winter, Sagittarius. Um, because winter is when Capricorn, around Capricorn. It's fiery. Something very passionate, something that promises a lot of growth. I feel like it's career related, I really do. And then, I got the 2 of Pentacles, and this might be the old career or what you're doing now and just, like, trying to find balance and, this is all about balance. The 2 of Pentacles is all about balance. A lot of times it's about balancing the budget, balancing money, balancing your time, trying to, like, find time for everything and everyone. So that might be something you're gonna have to work on a little bit this fall. I think there's a lot of really good stuff coming up for you, and it might be a matter of, like, trying to just balance all the things, which can be rough, you know? We're moms, you're a busy mom, you know, you have 2 kids. But that's why I feel this is why I feel like there is, like, romance coming and that, like, because we got this one, right? This was spring, right? No, no, this was summer. That's winter. Wait, now I'm confusing myself. No, this was summer. This was summer, right? Because I got this for the summer card, and I also got this for the fall card, and this is, like, a beginning of, like, just the beginning of just really nice relationship, whether it is romance or it's like a new friend, or maybe it's like rekindling, like a relationship with a family member or somebody that you haven't, um someone that you're, like, reconnecting with, but it's about, like, these emotional experiences and just someone you can just great communication, and, like, your cup is runneth over. It could even be, like, having, like, creating a stronger bond with one of your kids, you know? It's all about just, like, nice encounters, nice communication, strengthening relationships, and a lot of social invitations or events, which was where I think this is gonna come into play. So, your fall is gonna be really busy, and I do feel like there's, like, a new career opportunity coming, but it's gonna be fun. So, fall's gonna be really fun. Just to recap, fall's gonna be super fun. Um, lots of in the summer, like, new relationship. Oh, you are back! I'm so glad you're back. I have so many questions for you. Okay, I just did a I just did everything, but, I wanted to ask you, um okay, so for are you single? Are you in a relationship? Or are you single? Because 'Cause I'm getting, like, relationship stuff for you, but I can't tell if it's a new friend. You're married, okay. Then that means I think you're gonna have, are you, like, looking for, like, new friends or hoping to find, like, a new social group or something? Or me even it could be trying to, like, kinda refresh in marriage stuff too. Like, I know my husband and I, we need to go on dates to reconnect and stuff. But I feel like the summer is gonna be, there's gonna be, like, lots of, like I feel like there's gonna be some romance for you this summer. But also, um, it's just fun. Like, the summer's gonna be really fun for you. But sometimes, like, all that fun can throw you off balance. So, working on balancing and then, yeah, I have a whole I, like, recorded, like, about I think I had, like, 20 minutes of, like, stuff that I already said. Yes, I think that is gonna happen. I think you're gonna have, like I think you're gonna have a really nice summer, um, and working on, working on communication. I got a lot of communication cards, so, like, sometimes when I get this card, it could be, like, there's, like, people just need to, they need to reconnect emotionally and communicating and, like, sometimes they can get kind of stoic or, like, disenchanted, but I feel like there's and then I also felt for you for summer that you're gonna be getting a lot of intuitive hits, so really trying to stay grounded. If you re-listen, you'll hear it all, but I'm kind of just recapping. And then, I wanted to ask you too, so for your job and then oh yeah, fall. I think fall's gonna be really nice for you too. Fall's gonna be great for I know it's kind of far away, but fall is like communication. It's like the cup runneth over of love and just I love this card. I love this card. I feel like you, have you guys been thinking about taking a vacation together, just the 2 of you? Like, sans kids, or if you go with kids, be like, "You guys go do your own thing, we're gonna do our own thing." So I feel like it's just, really great communication. It's just being open with each other, the love, just feeling that love, the love flowing, and, I love it. I love this card. This is the Page of Water, which is it's also the Page of Cups in, traditional tarot. But I just love it. And then look at that big dolphin in the background. Yeah, I think that'd be really nice. Who doesn't I would love to go out on a vacation with my husband too. We hardly get our kids are always up our butts, but they're also younger. So, but look at the dolphin in the background, that's communication. That's all about communication. And, there's gonna be a lot of balance you're in the fall, like, you're gonna be doing, you trying to balance some things, like, whether it's juggling activities and juggling career, juggling finances, a lot trying to juggle time. There's a lot of like balancing, but it's not, it's just, I mean, we're moms, we're busy moms, so that's my life, right? So I got that for the fall and this for the fall, but I had a jumper for the fall for you. I think there's a new career opportunity coming your way. Um, and I wanted to know if you, I know like right now you do like a lot of environmental like work for, or but is there any opportunity around where you work where there would be working with something like on a scientific level that might help people with special needs? So, oh, cool. Oh, nice. You're mentoring someone. That's awesome. But would your work ever allow like, would it ever be I don't know, 'cause I know you do, like you just said you did, like, rubber stuff, right? Let me see. You wrote it on here in the chat, corporate sustainability. Um, maybe it's even helping I feel like you're gonna be working on something that's helping people with special needs, but also too, it could be helping them with their environment, or maybe since it's you work on a corporate sustainability, maybe it's helping corporations coming up with things that will help corporations and so they can hire people. But there's something because and the reason why I'm getting that is because well, it's Archangel Metatron, and he's the archangel and that looks after people with special needs. And I have a son that's on the autism spectrum, so I that's like something that I feel very passionate about. But I feel like there's a new opportunity coming your way that you're gonna be really passionate about, something that really, like, lights you up, and I feel like it's coming in the Sagittarius time frame because 'cause I'm getting fire from this card. So that would be, like, end of November before the end of the year, before Christmas, some kind of new opportunity where you're helping I feel like it's helping people. There's a lot of growth there. I'm seeing it's like a lot of yellow, a lot of fiery, a lot of something that's gonna make you feel very good, like, 'cause it's your solar plexus, yellow is your solar plexus, and I feel like you, like, standing tall and just being really proud, and, do you do any moon work? I asked, earlier I was mentioning that because I got this card, that I got that for, like, the winter part, and then there's also a moon on this one too. And, so for the winter one, I got just, like I feel like you're kind of, like, disenchanted with something in your life right now, or maybe just bored, and just finding ways to focus on the things that, like, are exciting and good, can help change that. It just helps shift the perspective, um, because this guy is looking at the 4 empty cups, right? But if he loo right behind him is an angel holding up like, "Hey, I got you another cup." Oh, yes. My husband works at the G level, I will say, as well, and it is very challenging, um, with things going on, but he works for the government, so, um And that can be hard because there's a lot of roadblocks that have been put up. Yes, advocating. I That's so huge. I've spent years advocating for my kiddo. We finally got a special ed. I'm like making this about me. We have a special ed teacher who is so cool. She actually sent us a message and she was like, "Hey, I want to start working with him on X, Y, and Z." And we're like, "Awesome. That's amazing." We're having an IEP meeting next month, and I don't feel like I have to actually bring my advocate. I have an advocate that's like a bulldog. I don't feel like I have to bring her this time because I feel like this special ed teacher is on top of it, and she collaborates with he is an outside OT, she collaborates with OT. She and his main teacher, because he only gets like 15 minutes of, special ed a day, because they call like a level 3, or no, not level 3, sorry, he's what they call like a level 1. So he where a lot of his stuff is like sensory needs and just getting just like he's in a mainstream classroom. Um, I worked hard to like not to like be arrogant, but I worked hard because he first got diagnosed, he was 3 and there was nothing. So I started slow. I went to see a play therapist and they're like, you know what? He needs OT. And then I got him with OT. OT was a game changer because they give you tips too. So I started working with an OT and then that into like we didn't do ABA because he didn't need that, but we did like just some parent training and oh okay, yeah. Um there's neurodivergent people is what make the world go round, right? I'm not on the spectrum, but I have really bad ADD, and I shouldn't say bad, I have gnarly ADD, but my ADD is what makes me a good reader because I'll look at the cards and I like things will jump out at me because I'm like, like, and I do it quick and I don't think about it. So the guy that developed these cards, Radley, he was like, "Your ADHD eyes, girl, is like you pick up." Yeah, in the 80s. It wasn't. It was I was born in 1980, so I feel you on that. Like my poor mom, she's like, "I just wish I had known I could have helped you." And I'm like, You couldn't have." Oh, you know Radley too. I love Radley so much. I studied with him in Denver and he was like, "Girl, your ADHD eyes." But that's what makes me a good reader because I'll look at something and I'm like, fire, and I just go with it. Like I don't second guess it and I rattle it off, and that's kind of like how I get my intuitive hits. You're going in May? Oh my God. Are you in did you find me from Jane's group? Are you in Jane's chat? I'm so jealous. I wanted to go. I can't pull it off. If he does one in the fall, I'm gonna go. Oh, that's so cool. So it's so nice to meet you. Okay, so you saw my post in Jane's group. So we know Jane together. I love Jane. Oh, I really want to go to that one because the angels, I want to channel the angels. It's so fun. I just couldn't pull it off. It's like right after my kid's birthday. It's right by the end of our school year. We got too much going on, but I am saving up for the fall. If he usually he does one in the fall, like September, October-ish, and I'm saving up for that one because I actually live in Lawrence, Kansas, and I'm only an 8.5-hour drive from that Hyatt Regency where he does it. So good for you. Good for you. I love it. And my husband is super supportive, but he has to take off work when I go. So he just needs like a notice and stuff, but good for you. Oh, now I wish I was going so I could meet you. Okay, you're in Illinois. I'm from Illinois. What part? I'm from the south suburbs. I'm from Houma Flossmoor. Actually, I went to Houma Flossmoor High School. Peoria? No shit. Once again, I went to Illinois State. In Bloomington Normal. We used to party in Peoria with the Bradley speech team. I've been to Peoria a lot in my day. Do you have an Avanti's there? I feel like there's an Avanti's in Peoria. I know there's one in Normal. Do you guys have an Avanti's? I went to visit like 2 summers ago, and I drove my little guy and I went. My husband and I had to take separate vacations. Avanti's. I love that bread. So my son, the one that's also kind of has struggling, was born with a foot deformity. So every 2 years he has to go to Boston to see his specialist. So, but because flights are that bread is that I can like taste it. I used to order it in my dorm and get like the garlic cheese bread. And I just remember just like eating it. It was so good. That place was so tasty. So my husband took Henry to Boston. So my other guy, Nikki, and I was like, let's go visit my college. And yes, it has that slightly sweet taste to it. So we went up to visit my college, and then I went up to Chicago to visit my family, and when we rolled up on Main Street, that bread just it just hit you in the face, and I'm like, Avanti's. Like, I could just smell the bread, it was so good. So, do you have any questions about the reading I did for I know you're gonna have to, like, re-listen to some of it, but I know, for the recap oh, I forgot too. So that was winter. Winter was, like, just kind of maybe bored. Oh, now I know why. Girl, okay, so when you re-listen to this, I'm talking about the spring, and I was like, "There's something really fun coming for you in Gemini season in June," but I got June, not May. But May, you're going in Taurus season, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, there's something cool coming for you in, June too. So you have that awesome fun trip in May, but there's something awesome for you coming for you in June too. Something very exciting. I'm getting this number 6, and I think it's, like, that first part of June, and it's that first part of June. And there's some healing, some, like, healing, and I feel like there's some, like, emotional healing. It could also be too I was thinking maybe some past life healing too, because I feel like, some of the stuff could be past life, and then I got, yeah, I'm excited. So, yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm so excited for you. My friend Leslie is going to that, and we were texting, and she's like, I manifested and she's lucky because she lives near there, she doesn't have to do the hotel, but the best part about going is staying in the hotel and, like, going out to dinner with everybody, even though it's kind of expensive. I think maybe next time I'll try to get a roommate, that also would help cut costs too, but, I'm happy for you, you're gonna have a lot of fun. It's Have you ever been to one of his masterminds before? I've been to 2 of them, and they're so much fun. Oh, okay, 2 in 2025. So I just missed you. I went to, yeah, the last one I was there was 2024. I The last time I was there was, the fall of 2024 is when I went. And then we did soul contracts for that one. And then the one before, I went to the one before is was we stayed at that hotel, but we did it at a bookstore, so we all had to drive every day. I like that it's even though that bookstore was really cool, I spent a lot of money there. I liked that we were actually just at the hotel because that we didn't have to travel anywhere, and we did a field trip to Casa Bonita. It was so fun. You're gonna meet a bunch of my friends too. Oh, you probably already know them, like, you probably know Deborah. I'm sure you know Deborah. Oh, I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that. I couldn't afford that at that point. I wanna get a CAA too. I wanna get all the certificates. So we know a lot of the same people, that's so cool. Um, yeah, you know a lot of my people. You probably know Deborah, you know Jane. That's so cool. You're gonna meet if you haven't met Leslie, Leslie's awesome. She's one of my sisters. That looked like a lot of fun. I love Denise Lynn. I am in her group. Are you in her group too? I love her group. I'm in her magical or her Mystic Cafe, and we're doing so I signed up. If you're in her Mystic Cafe, oh, so you're in it. That's awesome. Okay, are you doing the thing we're doing right now? That special group? I am so behind on it. I had to save all the recordings and kind of do it myself, but the clutter clearing, my friend is doing it, and she's having these amazing results, and I'm like, "I gotta get it together and do these clutter clearing stuff." I really do. Um, all that feng shui stuff. So, I need to listen to all of them. I listened to the first one. It's very cool. I can't either. I wish that she would do it, like, every other day or, like, give the weekends off or something, 'cause I can't sustain it. I can't and I know they're always like, "Well, if you miss a day, just jump back on," like, but for me, no, I'm like, "No, because you guys did this yesterday, and I don't know what you're talking about today." Like, I really like that, was her the space doula? I ordered, what I did, I have these little bags that I give away crystals in when I go to, fairs, and I put those coins that she suggested in one of the red bags, and I put in, like, my fame and reputations and my prosperity area kind of I have, like, a section that's, like, both of them that, like, merges to them. So, I put the red bag there, and then today I took another red bag, I'm gonna put it under my mat, and I have those little coins that she talked about, so I'm gonna do that. So, that's really fun. Well, thank you so much for jumping on. It was really nice to meet you on here, and, hopefully someday I'll meet you at a mastermind. I'm hoping he does one in May, or not in May, in, the fall. So that'll be fun. I'm excited. Yes, I hope to meet you too. Thank you for coming. And if you have any questions, since you already know how to get a hold of me, if you have any questions about like the reading or what I pulled, feel free to message me. Feel free to message me on my emails on here, or I'm in James group. You'll see me on Facebook um, in the group. I'm gonna try to find you in there and see if I can add you too. You want to add me as a friend? You can totally do that. Yay! Thanks for coming. Um, and reminiscing with me about Avantis and bread. It's getting to be lunchtime around here, so it's exciting. So, oh yeah, we're both in the same time zone too. We're both Central Time. Speaking of which, our Denise Lynn thing starts at noon, but I'm so behind. I don't even know. Like I've listened to like maybe 3 of them live, and then I have them all saved. I have different folders, but I really like that space doula lady and all her little tips. I love her little add-on tips that she gives. That's really nice. So, um, well, I'm gonna do one more card for you before I jump off. So, since you are a Denise Lynn person, let me just do this. Yeah, I feel I had a rough start to the year. So I'm really behind. And then I've been really focusing on my YouTube channel. I love this deck so much. I've been really focusing on my YouTube channel and trying to like bump up the followers. Because once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I can start doing more with the channel. I can do like ads and stuff, and it can start being like a little revenue stream for me, which is kind of cool. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna pull a soul coaching card for you. What does Sarah's higher self? What does Sarah's soul want her to know? I love soul coaching cards. So for those of you who might be watching the replay, soul coaching is slightly different than like a psychic card pull, because soul coaching is you kind of collaborate. I do it a little bit different though. So Sarah, if you've ever watched her do soul coaching, I do mine a little different because I still give you intuitive hits, but I also ask for like your hits too. So let's see. For Sarah. Oh, sweet. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I love this card for you. You're going to know what it means too. You're on your path. You're on your life path. You're doing the work you're meant to do. It's the number 7. And if you did, I don't know if you did Radley's angel numerology, but 7 is like, you're on the right track. You're on your path. So I got the miracles card, right? And I love it. I love this for you. I love this card. And what is jumping out at you? I know what's jumping out at me. There's 2 things that are jumping out at me. Actually 3 things. 3 things that are jumping out at me. I want to see like what's jumping out at you. Guided path. Yeah, that's nice. So for soul coaching, people that might be watching, you ask the person you pulled for, like what it jumps out in smooth sailing. Yes. What jumps out at them and like what they think the card represents, right? Beyond the shadows. That's really good too. I also got the red, all that red, which I think goes along with your smooth sailing. All that red is jumping out at me. And to me, that's being grounded. So I think even when things, the cool thing about you is even when things kind of get a little rocky, you can find ways to stay grounded, and that's what helps the sailing stay smooth. I also feel like your angels are all of our angels are awesome, right? Our angels look out for us, but there's some angelic divine intervention almost. I think they're trying to steer you on the right path. Your angels are kind of like, I feel like, if you're in like God, how do I explain it? You know how like if you have like a Roomba or like a shark and it goes bam, bam, and it like bounces on things and it tries to make it go in a different direction. I kind of feel like that's your angels like, no, need to go this way. No, we're going to guide you here. Like you're like the vacuum, and the angels are like, no, turn around. Ariel is the bomb. I'm teaching a little. I have somebody that studies the archangels, and I kind of tell them everything I know about it. And tonight we're doing Azrael and Raziel, so I'm excited. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's a quinkadink, isn't it? So I'm getting that. I'm getting like your angels are really keeping you on the path that you need to stay on. They're kind of making sure they're like, nope, you're gonna stay here. We're gonna just keep keeping you here, like bumper bowling, right? And you're very the grounding, even when like when things get rocky, you stay grounded, which is great. And then I'm also getting too the self-esteem. I've been getting things with like your solar plexus today. So that self-esteem, that's standing tall. And I think I said earlier, there's something that's gonna make, oh yeah, I think when I pulled this card, I talked about like there's something you're gonna be really proud of. It's gonna make you want to stand really tall. And just that solar plexus, your solar plexus, I feel like is really strong. And if your solar plexus ever feels like it needs anything, you can always do like what I said, and you can do the so with yellow, it's violet, right? So if your solar plexus, you're ever starting to kind of feel like your self-esteem is taking a dive or something, then flip it. Do violet here, like on your solar plexus. So because on the color wheel, it's red and blue are matches. Oh, I love ametrine. Ametrine's perfect. That's perfect. That's going to balance everything because you can even put ametrine here because you're going to balance like your third eye. You're going to activate and balance your third eye because you're going to activate it with the amethyst. You're going to balance it. Or yeah, you're going to put that in balance with the citrine. And you can put that here too. I love that. And that just helps. I feel like it's going to help with your intuition too and helping you trust your intuition and trusting the messages you receive. So, so like the color wheel, yeah, it's like violet and yellow and then red and blue and no, orange and blue, orange and blue. I wish I had it down here with me. It's like orange and blue. What is opposite? I'm gonna look it up really quick. So I can't remember. Red and green. So red and green are matches. Thank you. I'm like, why can't I think of them? And so yeah, it's all about like with your chakras. Um, yeah, so you do red in the heart, you're grounding in your heart chakra, blue and orange are the matches. And then I'm also learning about other chakras too, which is really fascinating. I'm learning about like your earth star chakra and your soul star chakra and like the Gaia chakra. There's more. I had no idea. I guess there's chakras on your hands. We haven't covered that yet, but this course is cool. It's Kyle Gray's course. So he doesn't technically offer it anymore, but I'm one of his angel team. So I reached out to his one of his assistants, and I was just like, "Are you guys going to offer this again?" Because when you originally offered it, I didn't have the finances, and now I manifested the finances, and I really want to take it. And oh, nice, that's what I'm taking right now. Awesome. So his assistant was like, let me talk to Kyle and see we might be able to just like let you in and let you do it, but we're and they did. He said I could do it, so I'm just doing it on my own. There's no live calls or anything like that. I'm just taking all on my own, and then when I'm done, I'll submit my certification, and I have to do my case studies. So that's where I learned about the color wheel. Oh, he's lovely. His angel team last month or in the month of January, I have to listen to it. It was very inspiring. It was so peaceful and just about like when you're dealing with like family issues and stuff like that and healing, like the ancestral healing, like, and he told, I don't know, are you in his angel team? Because he was talking about like how his mother was dying. And there was a lot of, I guess, in his mother's side of the family. Um, yeah, it's certifications. They're a lot. I did his case studies. They're tough too. His case studies, they want them thorough, which I get. They don't just want to give it to anybody. But I have his angel card mastery one, and that was pretty thorough. I had to do 3 like thorough case studies. So he was talking about his mom and how like his mom just passed away of cancer within like the last, I think like 7 months ago. And then I guess her sister they all have like these similar types of cancer in his family. And he thinks it's like the ancestral trauma or ancestral, and he's like, "I'm not carrying that." And I told her, "I'm not carrying that." Like, "No, no, no." And he just talks about breaking like that. So that's also kind of past life-ish too, kind of border because a lot of that ancestral trauma and stuff like that, that could also be us in past lives. So that could be like extra triggering, which is kind of crossing the streams there. So it was a really cool session that he did, and it like made me cry, and I want to listen to it. He's very soothing. I like to fall asleep listening to his voice. He'd probably think I'm such a weirdo. Have you ever got pulled up to get a reading from him? I did once, and I almost peed my pants. And then I told him, I literally said to him, I go, "Oh my God, Kyle Gray, I'm gonna pee my pants right now." And he just started laughing and he's like, "So your name's Kyle. This is fun." Or when he pulled my name up, like he does the thing like on his thing where it says like, kind of like on the Radley Lives, it's like they would like to unmute you. And I got the thing and I went to my husband. I'm like, oh my God, he's calling on me right now. And I went into our bedroom and I go, "Oh my God, Kyle Gray, I'm gonna pee my pants." And he's like, "So Kyle, this is fun. Another Kyle. It's Kyle, right?" And he has told me that I'm a seer and that I'm really good like helping women. And it was nice. What else did he say? Um, oh, that's cool. Um, That's really cool that your dogs came through. I haven't done mediumship on any of my Facebook lives because for me, like mediumship, it takes me like a good 10 minutes to make sure I have the connection right. The way I do mediumship is a little different. I don't open the door. Like I'm not like, oh, so and so's coming through, where I'm getting like a grandmother figure, which is cool for people who do that. You do you. But for me, I have to go to Archangel Azrael and I'm like, I find out who the client wants to talk to. I'm like, who do you want to talk to? When did they die? Don't give me anything else. And then I ask Archangel Azrael to get that person. I'm like, okay, please get so and so. They passed away on this date. And I ask Archangel Azrael to open the door and like link it to me. So the mediumship stuff, I was trying to be a medium forever. I had different mentors. It just wasn't happening. And my mentor kept saying, Kyle, they're trying to talk to you. You're not hearing them. And my grandpa came through and he's like, you don't listen to me. I talk to you all the time. So what helped me, Sarah, with mediumship, if that's something you really want, I know he offers it and I think it's really cheap now because it's not live, it's recording, is I took Radley and Heather's class together. It's on Radley's website. It was like the Angel Tarot and Mediumship. And I learned how to do mediumship through his tarot cards. And he and Heather Hildebrand taught it. And it taught me that what it does is it helps me focus. So I hyper focus on something. Like, so I was doing a reading for, I just want to show you what I got. I was doing a reading for somebody who wanted to talk to their grandpa. She gave me his ring. And I read the ring too. So I can read objects now, which that's new. That's a new skill for me. That's pretty cool. I want to show you this card that I got that and how I do it. So it was it wasn't this one, but that class, and I think he offers it on his website still. And it's just like recorded lessons. But the way they taught it is just, it clicked for me. And that's what got me. And now there's sometimes where I'll just start shuffling the cards and the person will come through. And I haven't had to like pull the card yet. But it just depends, And then there's sometimes it could be though. I didn't think so either, and now I can do it because of this class. So see how she has that wreath on her head? I actually pulled the Queen of Cups, but I'm not finding her. And the Queen of Cups in this deck has a wreath on her head. And I saw the wreath, and all of a sudden I saw a flash of this little girl and her grandpa and the little girl making one of those, those little flowers. Like I used to play with them when I was in T-ball, making those like a wreath out of flowers. And it was this card. I saw the wreath, and that's where my brain went. And she was like, yeah, I used to make those for him and he would put them on his head. So that's how the mediumship stuff works for me. The cards, like I look at an image in the card and it spurs a flower chain. Yes. And I'll look at an image in the card and it spurs something for me, or like clovers. Yeah, that's what I use too. The little like flowers that are part of clovers. I guess they're called clovers too. Or like one time I pulled this card and I was like, okay, the person, Emerald, this was their birthday in May. Were they a May birthday? Because I could see the emerald is what was jumping out at me. So stuff like that is what jumps out. That's how I do mediumship, is because I see little things in the cards. I don't look at the card and I'm not like, oh, you got the 2 of this. This means you were in a relationship kind of stuff. Like I look at like what jumps at me. And that's how they teach you to do it. They're like, what do you see? Like what's in the card besides the meaning of that card? And that's how I do it. And it was a game changer. Yep. So if you can read what jumps out, then you can use your cards to do mediumship. So you're already doing intuitive tarot. If you're doing intuitive tarot and oracle, the next step, that if you wanted to, but that class really, really helped me. And I think, and he does a lot of stuff over the summer too, the signs and symbols. I do a lot of astrology signs in here. Like I'll see like when I saw something happening for you during Gemini season, it's because I have the Gemini symbols right here and the number 6. To me, that was Gemini symbols. So Gemini, 6 is the month of June, Gemini, the Gemini part of June. That's where I got that from. Yep. So we read in a similar way. So that's kind of how I do it. And it was very helpful for me to do it that way. So, oh yeah, back to this card. So I see I'm like really EDD in my EDD medicine. I took it. I swear I took both of them. I take 2. I take Stratera and it's like a little stimulant with it. I had that card for you, that soul coaching card. I think it got buried under a sea of cards. So we had it. So yeah, so to me, it was all about like staying balanced. Did I put it back? No. What did I do with that card? Anyway, the one I pulled for you was like the miracles card. So that's, I feel like things are just, you know, on a good trajectory for you, which is always nice. I love seeing that. And, oh yeah. Yeah. I do feel like there's some healing coming your way too. I know they're trying to work on, I know that they have like this new technology. Have you heard of that CRISPR technology at all? I know that CRISPR technology is amazing and they're going to be finding ways to do it. And I wonder if narcolepsy is one of the things they're going to be able to, because he said they're going to, there's this reader that I was listening to and he's like, I'm not a doctor, but I feel like they're going to use this CRISPR. They're already using things like they cured a woman. I read a woman in like a 20 or 22-year-old in China. They used like that stem cell kind of stuff to cure her type 1 diabetes. And she's like diabetes free now. So I know that that's coming. And I know he said that they're on the cusp of some kind of using that CRISPR and that stem cell stuff for Lyme disease. That's going to be happening. I think within this year, I think people with Lyme disease are going to be getting much better treatment. And I feel like they might be able to use the that CRISPR stuff to help with like narcolepsy too. I feel like once they figure out how to do one, they're going to figure out how to save a bunch of stuff. And there's all kinds of really cool technological advances coming, you know, as we head into the golden future and things start, oh, here's the miracles card, and things start to kind of get better. And all this like, you know, we're going to get a lot of cool technology coming out that's going to help a lot of people and save a lot of people. And I'm really excited for that. Even though things are rough right now, I'm excited for the future. I know things are going to get better. It's hard right now, you know, but I do feel like your angels keep kind of pushing you. Like if you kind of start to sway out of there, kind of like boop, boop, almost like, what's the ball? Like, is that Gaga ball where you're trying not to get the ball? Like you're just kind of keep the ball in like in the circle. They're trying to keep you in the circle. Yeah, we are hitting a point. We're going to hit, I don't think we've hit bottom yet. Well, maybe we did. If we haven't hit bottom yet, we're getting pretty close. Do you follow? So I really like Nath Third Wish. He does really cool predictions. I really like him, and he sees a lot of really good stuff coming up. And I also really like Linda G, the Comanche psychic. She has really great, like she's really funny too. Like she'll be like, "Oh, this person's going to jail. I can't wait." They both have YouTube channels, and they do a lot of like prediction stuff and a lot of like just world predictions. And they're both very good, and a lot of the stuff they said has happened. And Nath is like very sweet and very kind, and Linda's like sassy and brassy. Like she'll be like, "I can't wait." Oh, okay. This is how bad I am. I thought Taz was a different country. I probably shouldn't have said that on a live stream. I feel like a doofus. Yeah, she's really funny, and I like how she'll be like, "All right, sucker's going to jail." Like, I can't wait. But they've been keeping me sane. Those two have been keeping me sane. I love watching their shows, and And they have other people that they have guest star that are really cool. They have an astrologer that they have on named Ness, and she does all like, and another guy, Andre, and they do like all like the astrology pieces of like, okay, this is why like this prediction makes sense because this is going to be a time of this, and like they weave the astrology piece. I don't know a ton about astrology. Sometimes it's like above my pay grade, but I know enough like of like the basics to know like the different. I know each sign. I know like a little bit about each sign. I know that your rising sign is like your inner you, your star sign is like your persona, your outer you, your moon is your emotions. I know, and I don't, but I know like new moon, full moon, but I don't know like the tridents and all that stuff. I'm like, what? When they start bringing in like math and degrees. Yes, I was thinking of Laos. My gosh. I'm also a big fan of King of the Hill, so their neighbors are he's like, "From Laos, stupid." I love that show. Yes, so I was thinking of Laos. My bad. But, yeah, she's super funny, and anyway, whenever I'm feeling, like, really rough, I love, like, how a video comes out, and she's like, "It's gonna be okay." She's like, Does that mean it's good now? No." And she, like I like how she kind of, like, makes fun of everybody. She has, like, nicknames for all, like, the baddies. Like, it's funny. So yeah, Denise Lynn too. You know what's funny? Denise Lynn, she made this packet for us, and she's like, "There's a lot of typos in there," and I'm like, "I haven't noticed anything." I'm like, "Girl, I gotta admit, I don't look for that stuff though," but she's like, "I'm really embarrassed, but I just want you guys to know, like, I'm dyslexic, so there might be a lot of typos in there," and I'm like, "I haven't noticed anything, Denise." And even if there were, I don't really care. My brain, reads past that kind of stuff sometimes. So, I can see why, advocating is big for you too. Do you so you said you have narcolepsy. Did you ever read any of, Mona Lisa Schultz's stuff? She was incredible. She, put herself through medical school using Reiki and, like, other meds 'cause she kept falling asleep when she was trying to go to med school, and she was in Boston, and she also had really bad back pain too, so she had to blend. She's one of the first, like, scientific, like, doctor, Oh, Dancing Feather, she just oh, yeah, okay. I like Dancing Feather, I like when she talks about him. I love Denise, she's so gentle, like, I love her voice, I love her meditations. There's a lot of really great people, and what I love about Denise and Radley and Dougal, the 3 of them is, the author, I was talking about an author, right? Oh, I thought I was talking about Denise. Did I say someone else? Oh, Mona Lisa Schultz. Yes, my bad. She was a Hay House author. She did a lot of work with Denise Hay or with Louise Hay. But she passed away like 3 years ago. It was very tragic. Like nobody saw it coming. She was only in like her 60s. But she was very brilliant. And she's the one that came up with like the You Can Heal Your Body. Like she and Louise Hay. Do I have that book here somewhere? It might be upstairs. She and Louise Hay teamed up because Mona Lisa Schultz, like she figured out a way to make it through med school because with narcolepsy and also like horrible body pain. And she figured out like how to blend like the medical and the science aspect with the woo-woo for like all care, like for full care. And she and I know she and Louise Hay were very close and they did stuff together. But she's a great person to study if you're into like medical intuition, like medical and intuitive. But she was really cool. I used to listen to her like when they had the radio shows. I would listen to her stuff on there. And I think she was from New York, but she went to school in Boston. I read one of her books. It was really good. But it was very tragic. She just died like, and I don't think anybody, it was just like out of the blue. Um, I don't even think they really know what happened or it hasn't been like publicized, but I also thought she had a really cool name, like Mona Lisa. It was kind of cool. But yeah, she's a really fascinating one to study. Um, Trying to think if I have anything else. I'm just enjoying chatting on the stream. Um, hmm. Let me do this really quick. Interesting. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, send me a request. I'd love to. Um, I was doing like another past life thing for you really quick. I felt called to do one, and I'm just to see if there's anything impacting you today. Anything else that's impacting you, especially because you kind of mentioned like those other two past lives, so, like the one in when you were of the Taos, is it Taos Nation? Hopefully, I'm not butchering it. I hope I don't sound ignorant. Um, and I feel like in a couple of your past lives, you've always felt like something was missing. Like you just kind of felt like something was missing, whether it's like maybe in a past life you couldn't have children, or maybe in a past life you weren't with the person you wanted to be with, or yeah, I just feel like sometimes and I think that's like a past life thing that's happened to you in several lifetimes. And I feel like it happens to a lot of us too, you know. Um, I know sometimes I feel like things are missing. Yeah. And I wonder what it is. Let's look really quick. And then I'll go. So now I'm kind of invested. What is missing? Let's see if the cards will tell me. I feel like that at times too. I'm trying to practice more gratitude. I also feel like I don't know if you heard this already, but your intuition this summer. No, was it the fall? I think it was the summer. Yeah, and your intuition is really gonna be really strong. You're gonna start getting like so trust it. Trust your higher self. Your higher self is gonna be giving you lots of good messages. Let's see what's missing. Do you kind of feel like do you think you're kind of not looking forward to like the empty nest? Because you have like two kids in high school, they're gonna be like going to school soon. Um, and I also wonder too, and this is something that could be like me projecting, but I have a thing. So I feel like you're also feeling like you don't have like, and this isn't about. I don't think this has to do with your your relationship. Yeah, definitely having that reconnection would be awesome. Okay, so let me ask you this then. Um, do you sometimes worry that maybe you guys have kind of grown apart and you don't share the same dreams anymore? Because I think there's opportunity for sure to redo the spark, to get that spark back. Um, oh, got you, okay. Um, I think that, is he really science-y? The broom closet. I'm really lucky, my husband is supportive. He doesn't understand it, but he's very supportive. Um, and his cousin's a witch, so he kinda grew up around witch stuff. Okay, I get that. Okay. Yeah. I left that life, so my mom used to be like the really Catholic, and then she was like, "Okay, I'm over it," and then she kind of got into this stuff now, so I was like, "Yes!" So it's pretty cool. My dad thinks we're both nuts though, so, um, but yeah, it's like, I feel like he wants to travel more. Yeah, I get that. I went to CCD, so I feel you on that. I did the whole CCD thing because we went to public school. 'Cause Catholic school was, like, crazy ass expensive, but, I feel like he wants to travel more, and do some more exploring. Yeah, I love that, and that would be a good time to do that, and, just, yeah, really working. I think you can heal this. I think you can heal this, this past life. I think this happened to you a lot in a past life, and this lifetime is the time to heal it by really trying to reconnect, get the spark back, and doing things together, trying to find things that, you're both into together. And it's like I'm looking at the white and the red, right? And it's like, um, so white and red, they make pink, right? Yeah, the commonality, the white and the red together make pink. I think pink is the commonality, and pink is also love and your heart chakra, right? So I think that there's opportunity for you too once your kids are War of the Roses. Once your kids are out of they remade that movie. Well, I know it's like also like a thing, but the movie, they remade it with like it looked really dumb. Sorry, I feel bad for saying that, but I thought it looked weird. But I think there's opportunity for growth. There's opportunity for because if you look at two, yes, okay, so there's that one, and then they made the movie in the 80s with Danny DeVito, Kathleen Turner, Michael Douglas. If you look at the stump here, and I know you have this deck too, so which is cool. So you can always look at it too, but it's cut off, right? But look at the growth coming out of it. There's lots of growth, and there's two things growing out of it. So number two, there's the two stabs and then the two different roses, which together make pink. I think it's taking the two different sides and like putting them together like a Venn diagram. So yeah, finding the commonality, doing some things together. And do you want to see how he'll handle if you come out of the woo-woo closet? And then I should probably go. This has been fun though. Thanks for coming on. You handle the woo-woo closet. Coming out of the woo. I just heard the song. I get music a lot. So you probably know my good friend Jennifer. She smells things. Oh, bummer. She smells things. I hear songs. So she's one of my favorite people on the planet. And she would be here, but she's traveling and doing all kinds of fun stuff today. She's in Europe right now, so I'm like jealous. But let's see. Oh, so you smell or her? Oh, for her, Michael's baby powder. So I hear songs, right? So I was just messaging with her, and I was like, "You smell things. I hear songs," and I just heard the song. I love that Michael's baby powder. I love that she'll be like, "Why do I smell this?" It's hilarious. She smells roses a lot too. Is roses Ariel for her? I want to ask her if I don't want to bother her on her trip. I feel like roses is Ariel or something. It's pink, right? Whoever's pink. Or maybe Jophiel. Okay, so I heard the song. It's Gloria Estefan, "Coming Out of the Dark." When you I can finally see the light for like coming out of the woo-woo closet. Let's see how he's gonna handle it. Jophiel Roses. He's gonna handle it. I think that's so cool that she can do that. He's gonna handle it. You know, I think he's gonna handle it better than you think he is, to be honest. I feel like your husband is very like trustworthy. I got the King of Water for him. And I would be more worried if I got like the King of Air, right? I got the King of Water, and I feel like he might not. So look at the fish jumping out, right? A fish out of water. He might not understand it. I feel like he's gonna feel like a fish out of water in this world. He's not gonna understand it, but I think he has enough emotional intelligence. Yeah, I love the King of Water too. He's just a good egg, right? Like, um, he, he has them enough. I feel like he's not gonna totally get it, but he's not gonna be a jerk about it. He might at first kind of be like, "What?" And it might take a little bit for it to, like, sink in, and maybe his first reaction might not be like he might just be quiet, and be like, "Wait, what?" Because I think he's processing, but, he's someone you can trust, and it's safe, like, this card means a situation that's safe, a person that is safe, a safe person, and, I feel like he is going to give you the freedom and be okay with the freedom of you, exploring this kind of stuff. Not that he needs to give it to you, but you know what I mean? Like, and that, but I still feel like that fish out of water, he's not gonna get it. He's gonna feel kind of awkward around it. But that doesn't mean he Because the boat, I just noticed this. I don't know if you ever noticed in this card, I just noticed it. There's this like little tie, my ADHD, I strike again, a little tie that's like on the boat. And I feel like his boat, he's not gonna float away. He's not gonna float away. He's still gonna be the stable like guy there, the stable one with his emotions in check. But I feel like he has enough emotional intelligence to be like, well, she's allowed to have her own interests and passions, like, and that's okay. And the green, very healing. His I just noticed he has a green cloak on. I would think it'd be blue, but it's a green cloak. I feel like it actually could be a very healing conversation. So, yeah, exactly. And just be I think it's gonna be a very healing where he's gonna be like, I love you no matter what. Like I probably am into things you're not into. So, um I think he's gonna be on board though, and just not like where he like wants to be, where he needs to know everything about it, but he's gonna be like, "Cool, okay, awesome, that's awesome." So, like my husband, for instance, like he doesn't get, he's like, "Okay," and doesn't get it. He thinks he's like, "Okay, sure," but then he'll be like, "Oh, so did you get a reading today? What'd they say? Did you ask about my job?" Like, "Did you, ask about us moving anywhere? Did you get any like, and he'll, like, ask about it, like, subtly, and he's very supportive, like, Yeah, the miracles card, and, like, that's I think do you feel like this like, I feel like when I became involved in, like, the woo-woo world and I started learning about all this stuff, and I mean, I've been doing it my whole life, but I kind of shelved it for a little bit and I reconnected. And, you're in your own boats, but you can have the tie that ties you together. You can be in your own kayaks. You can be in, like, your own kayaks and, like, still have, like, something that kind of keeps like, tethers you together so you don't drift too far apart, right? Like, I don't know, whatever they call it. And, so yeah, I've been reading since I was 15. I just turned 46, and I was really into it in, like, my in college and grad school and then, like, my 30s. But then when I met my husband, I kinda shelved everything 'cause I just kinda got busy with life, and it's not that he didn't accept anything, but we got married, I had a kid, and then I met with my mentor, and she was like, "Why aren't you reading? What's going on here? Why did you, like, drop everything?" And then, like, my grandpa came through, and he's like, "You don't hear me anymore." So that's when I got back into it. It's probably about 7 years ago, I got back into it hardcore, and that's when I did, like I found Hay House, I started listening to things, and I discovered Radley, and I discovered, just different classes and different like, John Holland and all that stuff, and I got back into it, and then I started my business, and my husband is just really supportive, like, I read in a shop, like, 2 to 3 times a month on a weekend, or I'll teach, and he's like, "Go for it." Yeah, he's like, "Just make sure it's a day that I'm not on call so I can stay home, I have to go to work," 'cause obviously his job is the one that's like the breadwinner, so, he's like, "As long as I'm not on call, I don't care, we'll figure it out." And, so he's really supportive so I can do all that. And I've gone to 2 masterminds, he's like, "Cool, you could use a weekend, you do a lot around here, have a nice weekend, have fun. We'll call you, we'll FaceTime you," like, he's just really supportive, I'm very lucky that way. But sometimes I'll be telling him about something and he's like, "Okay, girl." 'Cause he's a medical person, he's like a psych person, um, you know, so I'm sure he's met a lot of people that, like, think they're Jesus and stuff like that, or think they talk to Jesus that really don't, or that kinda stuff, or talk to angels, but I'm like, "No, I really do." But, I'm really lucky that way, so I'm very blessed, so, um, I don't know why I'm feeling called to show you this, but I don't know. Do you have any Lumerian crystals? 'Cause I know you took Kyle's course, like, with the record keeper stuff in it. I feel like that'd be a good crystal for you if you don't have any. I'm sure you probably do though. Perfect, you do. I don't know why I was, like, looking at it on my altar, and I was like, "I feel like I have to show her this." So a friend of mine got this for me in Mount Shasta, um, and I love it. I just did the lesson on Lumerian and, like, the record keepers. I feel like that'd be really good for you to have on on your altar or, like, where you keep your crystals. So you already do. That's awesome. I love this one. Okay, I should probably go do my Muggle job now. I have to do some writing, but thank you for coming, and I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, hit me up, and, yeah, I love how this turned into, like, a big talk about lots of other stuff, so it was really nice to, meet you via chat, and, you know where to find me, so yeah, friend me on Facebook, and, I'm excited. You're gonna, like, get to hang out with some cool people in May. I'm jealous. I'm gonna have FOMO. the biggest FOMO. So, well, if anybody's watching this on the replay, thank you for watching. Oh, I didn't do a collective reading. Shoot. Okay, I should do one for the collective. That's how they all end it. They all do a reading for the collective. I'm just going to say, what do we need to know this week? Because I feel like, I don't know. It's been a hot mess here. Sorry. And then I'll do my sign up again. This is just for the collective. What does like the spirit, what does spirit want us to know as a collective this week? I'm hearing like work your light, shine your light. So try to spend this week, or at least the next 4 days, resting. You know how I said earlier, I don't know if we've hit rock bottom yet. I think that rock bottom is coming soon. I think it's coming soon. So try to spend the times you can kind of resting, because I think we're going to have to gear up and fight soon. And this is for like the collective, just yeah, like we have to protect we have things and people we need to protect. So I feel like there's going to be some big protests coming. So rest this week while they're in the works. Rest this week while they're in the works. And what else am I getting? Something about our connection. We're stronger when we're connected, even though we're not all together. Like I know we're really spread out. Trying to imagine that in like that there's like something connecting us to our hearts, connecting to our hearts, and coming and doing things from a place of love, not a place of anger, which is very hard when you're angry about things. So trying to connect, doing things from a place of love instead of anger. And I think there's going to be like some big marches. We're all going to be like marching at the same time in different places. And so resting right now and trying to heal like any connections that feel like they could be healed, that feels like right to heal. That's what I'm getting for a collective right now. And shining light, shining your light. So, okay, so now I really am going to sign off because I do have work to do and I have to prep for my thing tonight. Lessons on Azrael and Raziel. All right. Thank you for coming, Sarah. Thank you, anybody who watched later. And yeah, I'm Kyle Trees Cranston, spiritual consultant, psychic medium. I'm going to do another one of these probably now. I'm trying to do them every week now. So bye for now. You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.